Hi everybody, it's Jacinda again. Yesterday we talked about the story behind the Ever trilogy, and I gave you a little bit more insight into that. And today we're going to be talking about the writing and the writing style for this trilogy. And honestly, I feel like, I've had lots of talks with my agent in particular and publishers about my writing style. And I think that this trilogy has really kind of pushed me in a way that hopefully brought out, for me, I think the best writing that I've put out there. I hope you agree, but it was a little bit challenging because I think that this is almost a little bit more literary than most of the romance, and especially the steamier romance. It probably lends more into like literary romance, and that's a little bit more difficult even to express the story with balancing just the style of the writing. It was a little bit difficult for me, and so I really hope what ended up coming out was a story that was able to really make you feel. I hope that it gripped you in a way that you could explore this story with all of your senses through the writing. I really enjoyed the scenery of this story. Many of you know that over the summer my family went up to northern Michigan, and we spent a lot of the summer there when I wasn't traveling. And one little side interesting bit to this story is that I was sitting on a beach writing up in northern Michigan, and it was actually almost, I think maybe there was 2 or 3 people there when we got there, but we pretty much stayed all night. And something that kind of sparked this story for me was sitting on that beach, especially the third book. When you get to it, some of the setting is on a beach. And this guy walked right by my entire family and went into the water and never came out. And he did this every time that we were at the beach, and it just kind of sparked this whole like mystery man. And so we kind of actually stayed in that area for a long time. I wasn't stalking him or anything, but he was good looking. But we just stayed in that area, and the area itself brought about so many senses for me. The water, the trees, just the smells. There were so many things that like brought this place almost, it just was a place that stood out to me. And I thought the characters being here, it just made it feel more real. And I hope that came through in the story, how I was expressing their feelings, and that being in the setting that they were in. I hope you got that, because and it's not too far from where we are now, actually. This place just really inspires me. There's just so many awesome things, and I really wanted to be really expressive so that you felt like you were here. And so you get more of that, I think, in the third book in terms of the setting. And I think overall it's kind of pushed me as a writer and changed me as a writer, because when I first started writing, I actually did a lot with paranormal, and I loved just the creativeness of that, and the flexibility of not having like the traditional world setting. And I really tried with this book to be so expressive that you felt like you were in almost this magical place. And I hope that you felt that in reading Saving Forever. I really hope too that the language of this book and the style is something that you guys like, because I really feel like it's kind of a direction that I love to explore. I love to explore the literary side of romance and have a little bit more of those just more intricate and flowy, and I know just the pace of it is different for me. So I hope that you guys felt that and that you enjoyed it. And I'm just so excited for you to read this third book. I really think you're going to enjoy it. So I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to be talking tomorrow more about the characters. So stay tuned.